Hey everyone, how does my hair look? We didn't actually have a video planned for today, but then randomly someone texted me and wanted to know if they could come and record something. It's a very old friend of mine, so I guess we'll meet him now. Hello, hey. Hey dude, what's up?
Hola.
How's it going?
Good in yourself? What's up,
Good,
dude?
dude.
The big dog. The big dog.
Cool. So, do my hair again.
Yes.
So today we have Ines with us. Ines
Otherwise
is
known as Isaac.
Isaac, yeah, Isaac Bass, Johannes Matthijs.
Isaac Johannes Matthijs Bass.
Yeah, that's the name. Ines is a very old friend of mine, and Matthew's actually. We met at high school, we also played music together at high school.
Yeah.
And among other things. I think we almost got shot once.
Yes,
Golf
you and
course.
I nearly got shot on the golf course
Yeah,
once.
by cops.
By cops.
They weren't even criminals. But
So yeah,
yeah.
we're kind of like cowboys.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that. We actually didn't even have a video planned for today until Ines texted me and said, yeah, he wanted to record some stuff.
So something that Matt said that kind of resonated with me was, I think he was talking about how like music kind of saved his life in terms of helping him deal with things and expressing your emotions about that situation. You almost create an object outside of yourself which you can interact with in a less direct way that helps you actually digest those experiences, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess why I mention this is because for me, my music specifically has always kind of been just a steady kind of form of creation that's always going on in the background of my life, helping me like work through things and digest things. And sometimes I'll think I'm done with music now, I'm just like, I have no inspiration, I'm so bad, or whatever it is, and a life event will come along that just requires my six strings to like actually digest. So I guess this song is kind of a lot like that. So
Yeah, and you mentioned you coming back to music now. You haven't come
coming
in a
back
while,
to music,
yeah.
yes, and like
So-
my injury, I don't know if we got my injury. I severed 5 nerves and 3 tendons in my right hand, so for a long time wasn't able to do art or music. Kind of had to go through a period of breaking myself down, and in a good way, kind of
Well,
good self-destruction.
yeah, you got to focus on other things, I suppose, which you
It's
don't
kind of
usually
like
get to.
Yeah, the case of like an external cataclysm causing an intrinsic self-destruction.
Yeah, hashtag.
Hashtag. So yeah, and I think that's why in that spirit of like expression and spontaneity, I think it's cool that we're just recording this kind of on a whim. So should we play it?
So when you're ready, I think we can go for take one.
Have you ever sat down in front of a camera or like a mic and then you're like, which fret does my song begin in? I've been running my whole life.
don't know if you saw, like in literally the last chord you played,
The last upstroke
your pick broke,
snapped, yeah.
and that's what you
Like
call
it snapped like an eagle's beak.
that's what you call music. That was cool.
Yeah, so I think also like that thing of like like the eagle snapping its beak, it's like there's a tip actually.
Oh, where?
Right there.
To make a that's what she said joke. Cool, yeah.
It's like the eagle, I think it's at age 40. It basically has to go up onto the top of a mountain and knock its beak until its beak comes off, because its beak basically grows and it begins to curl on itself. And it actually has various stages of self-destruction before it makes the sacred flight of rebirth. But anyway, so I guess that's been on my mind a lot in recent months.
Yeah.
And for me, this song is very much like about a process of wrestling in a way with like that which lies beyond words or.
Yeah, it's a bit like what you're doing at the moment as well, like getting back into music.
Yeah,
It's a rebirth, and you've now chipped your beak.
Chipped my beak, so I'm ready for. Yeah, ready to.
It's like a real life phoenix.
Yeah, real life phoenix. Exactly, the eagle is a real life phoenix. Yeah, and I guess the song is very much about leaning into that like nothingness, that like just pure like feeling, that is like almost like the activating force that makes up the nothingness, all the spaces between the particles. That's where the interesting stuff in a way, because that's where all the life is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. You would know.
Yeah, he's talking physics now. So.
You would know because you're the physics genius. But anyway, that's how I like it. So it's also about really leaning into the space of like non-content, like kind of stilling the mind and leaning into like a deeper sense of yourself or your consciousness. Yeah.
Actually, this song, I have a little recording of it, which I can play for you now. Where you pretty much played it and you just started laughing afterwards.
Yeah.
And like that's the story of Firewire.
It was actually a song about, in a way, addiction and sometimes the false shoes we wear or the false baggage we take on of our own like guilt and shame. And often the mental monster is far larger than the monster caused by the actual event. And it was, I guess when I rewrote this, I'd forgotten the original song, even though it was one of my favorites, and I just thought, peace be the journey to that like energy. I thought I'm going to rewrite it, and I wrote it with like kind of in a way more positive chords, although I think it has a kind of a melancholy undertone. The lyrics, they repeats this thing of I. So the I is like the portal of perception, but the I in terms of I am is a statement of being. So it's actually quite profound, and the way you understand I can really differ the way you might understand any sentence. So if you believe in yourself as the I that is without limits, as a being which is within a kind of a process of life, with no boundaries. Any boundaries exists kind of only in the mind. The universe itself does not project boundaries onto itself. Does that make sense? In the Western language, we like to have objects that we can talk about as what are they made of, what are their characteristics, but we really kind of take away from what they are in a way. Like when we realize that maybe a wooden chair was a tree, was a river, was a mountain, was under the sea, then if you like see this chair in this massive process, it's not a noun, it's not an object, but it's a verb, it's a being.
Yeah, and you can actually feel a connection with it.
And you can actually feel a connection with it.
And this is what Matthew's song Stardust is actually about.
Really? Okay, so
it's the new one. You haven't seen the video yet.
I haven't seen the video.
But you should watch it, and also you guys should watch it if you click here. But yeah. Cool. So yeah, we hope you enjoyed getting to meet Ines, who's an old friend of ours, or Isak. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ines the Isak, Johannes
It's all good.
Matthijs the bass.
Isaac, easy boy. Yeah. I was telling Steph I was actually quite nervous to record, and I kind of just wanted to take the pressure off of it, and I was like, I see it more as like it's like the cup of tea of recordings. It's just a handshake, a reintroduction back into this world.
Yeah.
And so I'm very grateful to you, Steph, as well.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
So, I mean, Ines, I don't know if he has any music on SoundCloud, but maybe when this one comes out, he'll put it on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
So we can link down below to his SoundCloud profile. Also, we've also started a SoundCloud now, in case you guys just want to listen to our music and not actually watch our videos. So I'll put links to that as well in the description. So don't forget to like and share this with anyone that you feel might enjoy something like this. And yeah, what did you say? Peace.
Peace be the journey.
Peace be the journey.
Yeah.
Cool.
Outies for shouties.
Cool. You could add some camera into this one actually. Yeah, this one's live. Live like a firewire.
Live like a firewire.
And
Oh, dude, so you should tell them. Okay, well, I think we spoke about Firewire in the last video, eh? Because you were quite overwhelmed by the emotion the song carried for me, because I ended up being so loud, and the computer and the mics, everyone was like,